Another day, another dollar. You know how I grind. It's another episode of the EZ Corner. My guest, one of the most prolific wings in the city of Houston, playing on one of the best teams, if not the spike classification 4A, 5A, or 6A, one of the best teams in the city of Houston. He has the Stafford Spartans sitting at an undefeated record of 25-0. My dog, Houston Defenders own Mr. Skylar Holt. And before I go on, shout out Papa Holt, for saving my Christmas. You got my mom the shoes that I needed on late notice. That's the thing. I hit him up 2 days before Christmas, and he got it done. So I appreciate it, Papa Holt. Thank you. But this is about Skylar, man. How you doing today, man? It's good to see you. It's good to see my boy. I was with him all summer. We too much stuff went down in that house in Augusta. Like, we got real acquainted. Too much stuff went down in Augusta, bro. But we're not gonna even talk about it. But we're gonna talk about it after. But
Augusta, Indiana, and Phoenix.
every time, easy. What's easy on today? Nah, but Skylar, man, how you doing, bro?
Good, good. Appreciate you for having me.
Nah, honestly, well deserved. Like I said, Stafford, 25-0. Here on the easy corner, I give a lot of flowers. First of all, man, congratulations at this point. Almost about to start district play, 25-0. Stafford's one of the best teams, not only in the city, but obviously in the state of Texas. A record like that, Coach Masalago got you guys rolling. Just talk about this season right now. 25 down, 25-0. Just talk about it.
I mean, this being my first season on varsity, that's really like amazing. I want to say, last year I didn't get to play due to transfer rules, but going to state last year with the team, watching it, that really just left a chip on my shoulder. And as the returners, the returners from last year was like, let's make it a statement like that we can go back next year. And so we just had the pieces and we just made sure, and we didn't really think we were gonna like go 25-0. We just went game by game.
What kind of goes behind an undefeated record like that? Because obviously, like you said, you guys made it to state a year ago, even though that you weren't a part of it, but you experienced guys like Braden East, guys like Mike Chambers, all those guys, knowing that those guys left, and then all of a sudden, like you said, this is your first year on varsity, and obviously, like I said, you're a senior, so these times are more precious times than any of it.
Yeah.
What's the mindset of the team? Like you said, game by game, but what's your really mindset and statement?
I really think it just starts off with Coach Montano.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Montano's a very serious dude. Like, he can be funny, but like when it comes to practice, like, he a very serious dude. He has a military background, so practice is like, very scheduled, very on time. Like, it's very down to the meticulous route. So it starts with him, and then I think it just starts with our guards too. Like, I want to give flowers to our guards. Our guards play 94 feet.
Man. Shout out names.
Yeah, Maxwell Frails, Demarion Ware, and Roosevelt Hawkins. Like, our guards, they don't get enough flowers. Like, they play 94 feet the whole game. Like, that's what leads to me getting the dunks all the day. Like, that's what leads to us being the Stafford Spartans. Like, them, that's our, like, playing defense. That's our, like, name. Like, them right there. That's how we really 25-0.
One thing about it is that I'm gonna give you guys credit for, and like I said, I've been with you over the summer, so like almost like this past almost this full year about this Stafford Spartans team. No matter, you guys are just playing who's in front of you guys. A lot of media guys, a lot of people are saying, or is it a legitimate 25-0? Because obviously you're 4A, but I said, watching you guys play, you guys move the ball, and it just looks like you guys not ducking any smoke. If you guys want to play, no matter what classification you in, talk about like almost still the underdog mentality and people still not giving the Stafford Spartans respect.
Nah, our coach has that mentality every day. Like, us being, like, we deal with it on social media. Like, people from all over, close schools to us, like, oh, y'all don't play nobody. But, like, it's like we had to, like, throw a schedule together because of UIL stuff. So it was like people who wanted to play us, and our coach has reached out to multiple teams to play. And we thank those teams that reached back out to play us. But we wanted to play everybody. Our coach would love to play 50 games because that's just who he is. But that just gives us another mentality. Like we have this every day. We have to prove ourselves because we're 4A, and there's good 6A schools around us. So I think that just keeps good 6A and 5A schools around us. So that just keeps us, humble and like we want to get to somewhere where they like achieve. Like
Give me a reason why Stafford is the best team in the city.
I want to say our guards, like our guards and our big man Damian Young, R.A.K. Our guards really do like they just don't understand. Our guards play. That's the reason like we keep in games while we team blow out teams out, and it's because of our guards. And then Damian Young, he's 6'10", 16 years old. He's like I want to say this is his like third year playing basketball, so it's like for him to develop so fast is good. And then you got me. I do everything all around, try to help the team, and I feel like you know we're one of those top teams up there. I don't want to say we the best team, but I want to
Okay.
say that we want to compete for that best team title.
So just talk about your confidence over the years, because obviously, like you said, this is your first and only year on varsity. But the way that you're playing, like I would say, you're playing like one of the best players, not only in the city but also across the state of Texas. What is your mentality, knowing that, like I just said, like time is precious. Each game got to count, and like you said, you coming off a year that you played JV, but also saw the Stafford Spartans advance to state. So just talk about your mentality and your mindset heading into this year and what you wanted to accomplish.
You know, uh, it starts off with God, really. Like,
Mm.
I mean, my dad told me like before like the season started, like what God has for man can stop, and that just shows me like He can't stop because everything that's been put in front of me, I prevailed through. Like ankle injury during Augusta, you remember when I rolled,
Yeah.
and I found out later it was a sprain. So for me to I like that mentality, just gotta push and I want to thank him for putting me through that because if I didn't go through that, I probably wouldn't have cherished the game as much as I do now. So that mentality just keeps me like any game could be your last game, and just that chip on the shoulder, like I said, going to state, that really wanted like made me want to like really work harder and get back to that stage because like that's no other feeling like when you walk into that stage.
Knowing that you're almost the spearhead, like for one of the best teams in the city, a position that a lot of people don't really get to kind of have the opportunity by. And like I said, this is your first year on varsity, but they know in the end, as much as you have all your teammates that are great, that plays well enough to win. We kind of know the philosophy of that you're spearheading it. Do you feel that responsibility? It's on me to get them there.
Nah, because we just playing basketball. Like at the end of the day, it's not like really like I don't feel like I gotta take a shot for us to win. None of us feel like we just playing together. And I feel like that's why it's just so fun to play with them. Like it's not no names around whose team it is. It's not no names around that. It's just like us just hooping, wanting to beat the team in front of us and compete.
Stafford, just talk about the community, because we know they're their own kind of district,
Hmm.
but just talk about the community since you've kind of just been there and how it has embraced you with open arms.
Much more than I expected. Really, like big on athletics. Like you know, our football team, like everybody in Stafford supports each other. Like no matter how much we like, in school we all clown each other for losing the game, or if we like something happens, we all clown. But we gonna go to war. We all go to each other's games. Like and just the community itself, all supporting the athletes. Like us having like parades around, then them letting us come to the elementary schools and help out, and that just shows like what we really want to do it for, like how we really want to pay it back.
Talk about your basketball journey, because like I just said, like obviously, like we know that you were Fort Bend through and through, but
Hmm.
originally from what? From Dallas,
Yes.
originally from Oak Cliff. Talk about your journey,
Uh,
just when it comes to the game of basketball.
so I'm originally from Cedar Hill, Texas. I went to a little school in DeSoto, not too far. We moved out here when I was 10, and started in Fort Bend and played basketball at James Bowie Middle School. I saw Easy as a coach against Lake Olympia in 7th grade, and so I was acquainted with him. He talked to me for a little, but then like when I got to high school, I went to Travis High School for like I went there my freshman year, my sophomore year, and then half of my junior year. And then I transferred to Stafford because of family issues. Because I needed to help out with my cousin because she was getting sick. May she
Okay.
rest in peace. She
No,
passed away a few
okay,
days
man.
ago.
Rest in peace, man. My condolences, man.
Yeah, so you know, I want to think like Travis. I have nothing bad words. Like great program. All my friends are there. I love them to death. You know, it just wasn't for me. Like you know, I mean, I love them to death, but it's like the way I was going and the way you know some stuff was going. It just wasn't for me. So I went to go to Stafford, and just a great opportunity. I didn't think it was gonna go as well because, like I said, like playing, it was like my confidence had went down playing at Travis. Like I wasn't feeling like I could play at that level when people were telling me I could, because being a junior on JV, that really affects you. Like
Yeah, it
you
does.
think it's really the end of the road. So
Yeah.
when I transferred, it's like a new light, and then I want to say was another light was thank you to Coach Larry, like giving me a chance. Like everybody on the program, on the team, was on varsity, and he took a chance on me being a JV kid, like, and then just put me in a role for me to show that I could really play, and that really like gave me the motivation. And then I made the All Star team in New Balance, and that was like insane, and you know, and just like being able to talk to coaches, like that's a blessing. Like so, thank you to Coach Larry for that opportunity, Coach Dre, Coach B, and the Houston Defenders, like for real. And thank you for filming all of that because like none of this would ever happen if Houston Defenders didn't reach out.
Man, just talk about obviously your defender's journey. We know Coach Larry, we know Coach B, and Coach Dre. Just talk about that unit that you played with. Obviously, like guys like DJ Baines, guys like Davin, guys like Hunter, guys like Trey Lewis. You know, just talk about that whole John Carswell, guys like that. Knowing that me seeing you guys kind of mature before your very eyes, especially 10 days in Augusta
I know.
in an Airbnb. I think we went through it together.
Nah, for real, because I mean, we all clicked. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, first day of practice, we all clicked well. Like, everything was like cool, you know. But it really goes back to Coach Beard, like having us as youngers. People don't know that I played with Coach Beard for R9.
hmm
Me, DJ, Hunter, and Davin Mercer, we all played with each other. So we all been through each other. So that was nothing new. And then playing with Trey, like Trey is really I feel like one of the best top guards in the city, in my opinion. DJ is one of the best facilitators, best point guards. Like, if you really want a true point guard, I played Borsey. He came along later.
Yeah.
Borsey, one of my good friends. I've been knowing him, competing against him since middle school. So
Yeah.
he feel like he's one of the best wings. And then playing with Jalen, like Jalen was like really brought like the dog out of you in practice, because sometimes he'll just look at you and compete with you, and that really like find a brother in him. Like everybody on that team is really a brother, like to me, and I just want to thank all of them for like bringing me in when they all played varsity and keeping me like not like I was like below them, but keeping me as a brother. Like you got a lot to learn, and so I think that was cool. And the coaches, I feel like they was the coaches. I want to thank them so much because it was always tough love, and it never made you feel like you were out. It always made you feel like you was in. And then Coach Dre being, the good cop, Coach Larry, how crazy he was, but it's all love from Coach Larry.
Coach B.
Being a motivator, always telling you to dunk it or go finish. He always gonna get on you because he always wants the spectacular play and what's best for you.
And Easy doing the trolling.
Easy doing the trolling was easy doing the trolling to the refs, and in Augusta was something else. I tell you, like easy will always easy in the Airbnb is what started everything. Easy, what happened in Augusta all started from Easy. If we're being honest, because we all agreed on it. Because what Easy did, I have the videos. So, Easy, you started all that. That's what I want to say.
No.
Nah.
What did I?
All the arguments Easy. All the arguments that happened in Augusta. Easy would be in there talking about
You ain't going to state. You did. This team better than you. This is the reason why.
y'all not going undefeated. You're not better than him. You're not one of the top guards. To the players too. Like you not better than him. I'm not gonna say names, but he was calling us out like you not even that good. Like why you even talking like that? Oh, your team? Oh no, y'all not making it even first round. And so like he really that really kept us level headed. Just like made us really want to prove Easy wrong. So I think that it was like a lot of growing experience that made us mature a lot in those 2 weeks. But yeah, he started everything.
Everything.
He started all
And then
that.
I started saying different names. I started saying different names like, nah, you're not supposed to even be here. Talk about one thing I do want you to kind of to harp on. And I really haven't really got into this topic with a lot of guests. Can you kind of just tell everybody about your faith? Because like Scott, before a game, you got me out there at 8 a.m. at easy. You want to read some scriptures. Just talk about your faith and like the man of God that who you are.
My faith is really big. I feel like a lot of us go to church because of our parents,
Mm-hmm.
make us. But I really realized I really realized a lot. Like Stafford, going to Stafford, realizing like you got to like man up. Like I'm not. There was times where I wasn't like I had to move when I told you I had to move, so I'm not with my family. Like you by yourself, and then sometimes I had to go back home, watch my sister driving 30 minutes back early in the morning. So it was like it really like tough. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm not with my friends anymore at Travis. So it's like you barely can talk to anyone. So I really just lean on to God, and so God got me through that year. I mean, I pray before every game. Pray as soon as I wake up. Pray before every game. Pray before I eat. But in Augusta, I think you know that's where I really started to believe because I'm competing on a schedule. So it would be nice if I'll be up to probably 2 easy walk in 2 a.m. in the morning. See me reading my scripture. Sitting out on the porch on the Airbnb reading my scripture, and before games praying. Just praying right before we go on the court, praying for the team. We do that at Stafford. We pray as a team before every game, and I think that's a big part of our success. And yeah, I pray before games, like twice before games. I pray at halftime, and I pray when we come back out from halftime. Just pray over both teams. Pray no one gets injured because you never want that to happen. But I pray that I always say, play hard, play fast, play smart. You never want to say how many want points I want to score because my dad told me this: how hard you play and how smart you play and how fast you play will determine all of that. So just let the game come to you, and you can control those things on how fast, smart, and how hard you play.
The underdog mentality that you have. I just want to kind of just really harp and kind of speak on that. Um, like just talk about you kind of being a student of the game because like the one thing that I would say that you're one of the best people at is really knowing what's going on around the area, which players is which. Like even like when you got on the defenders, like you knew the history of the defenders and who they kind of just put out. Like till this day, you're checking out guards, and the thing is, like I've really never heard you really speak really bad about the player, but your confidence knowing that I can compete with them. But there are some of the guys like you've been watching in your class since day one,
Mm-hmm.
since maybe you were 10, or maybe since you got here. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's see his development. So just talk about the underdog mentality and also the student of the game you are around this area.
Middle school. I played for Rice Warriors with Coach Holt, and I
Mm.
want to thank Coach Holt for real. Like Coach Holt playing with Jaden Holt, playing with Christian Jones, playing with Nas Price. I played with Deshaun Scott Gucci. He played with us.
Mm.
Um, Everybody on the rights. Bennett Warren
Mm.
played with him. Played with Aaron Feaster. Amadou So, and Justin Mack that
J
graduated,
Mac,
my
yeah.
boy.
Mm-hmm.
I played with all them, so I feel like we all had that underdog because we weren't like known, but we were always playing like the top teams. And me playing up, I was, everybody on that team was older than me, and that's where that underdog mentality started. But that's really put me around everybody, oh, that's who's top in your class. That's who if you keep working, you can get to it. And I feel like I would never like talk bad about a player
Yeah.
because every player is different. Every player puts in the work. Every player is there's a reason because everybody's time is not now. Everybody's time is different, and so I feel like if you keep, your time is different, so you got to keep working to where you want to be.
So you talk about, like you said, the respect that you have for these players and stuff like that. And like I just said, like, does that kind of goes to show you that is because are you thankful for the journey? Because obviously, like you said, 3 years at Travis, and you say like your junior year on JV, like at that point, coaches know who they want. If you're a
Mm-hmm.
junior on JV, it's just
Mm-hmm.
more like my high school career can
It'll
be
be
cut
over.
at any time.
Yeah,
So
I feel like you know me being young, I want to tell. This goes out to like really everybody. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not even known like that. I mean, I'm like you say, I'm under the radars right now, but
Hmm.
your journey is your journey, and I feel like if you put the work in and you can't think you've done enough. Like you have to know you have done more. Like you have to go home tired someday. Like you put in the work when you like regretting. Like is this gonna pay off? Is this really gonna work? Like is like I'm telling you, like I used to not be the most athletic person, you know. So me to be able to dunk now is just crazy myself. Like it took me 3 years. Shout out to my trainer, Coach LeBlanc, Michael LeBlanc, and Zay LeBlanc. That whole PTI training. I went to them my freshman, sophomore, junior, still going to them, and I did not see the results until at least the Houston Defenders. Like I saw results in Spurs, but the work is like finally showing now, and that's what makes me respect players because you don't know how long people have put in work. Like you think you see that, and then like so that makes you have a bit more respect for players now because you don't know what that work they put in. You don't know what goes on behind the cameras. So I feel like that's why I have respect for all the players.
Just kind of talk about a typical day for you. Obviously, like I said, you're a student athlete,
Hmm.
but obviously, like you said, your work speaks for itself. We know that Skylar Holt, the one thing that's guaranteed is that he's going to be in that gym putting in some type of work. So just talk about the work ethic and how it's kind of getting you success because some of the younger people need to hear it. So I just want to just tell you, just kind of just describe that.
Yeah. So I mean, typical day for me, wake up around 6. I got first 2 periods off. Education comes first because you're not gonna get that unless you if you want like periods off, you gotta like be like real, like not even smart, just be on top of what you do. Come to school, get good grades, and another big thing is talking to your teachers. That's another big thing. But I wake up at 6, strength and conditioning, 2 to 3 times a week. It's like two. It's like 2 days now because we play. So strength and conditioning and weight room in Katy with my guy Scott Train. Then I'll go home. Take a shower, head to school, be at school by 9:14. And then we got the basketball period. We go serious in the basketball period. Like we doing shots, 3-man weave, all that. We breaking up a sweat. So we like it's like just getting acquainted. Then we might run plays and all that. And then excuse me, we got 8 periods. So it's a difference between excuse me
There
again.
you
We
go.
started at 7:30 and then end at 3:10. So we have 8 periods. So you usually tired coming from Fort Bend because school ends a little bit earlier. So then we got practice after school, and then that's what Coach Montana practice. You don't know what time practice could end with him. Like practice could start. It starts at 3:30, but you could be there till 8. I'm being so for real. Like there was one time, there was at least 3 acquaintances last year when I was new, where my mom was calling my phone, and I went to the restroom and I heard my phone buzzing. She was like, "Where are you at?" I was like, "Mom, I'm still at school." And she's like, "Don't lie." I'm like, "Mom, I'll give you the phone to Coach Montana." And she's like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna let them out soon." And this was during playoffs, so yeah, we never know how long practice is gonna be, but practice is usually 3:30 to 6 now. After some complaints from some parents and all that, but then after practice, I was training. Usually head to training around 6:30, 6:30 to 8:30, or 6:30 to 8 with Coach Mike, depending on skills training, depending on what he wants me to work on. if he wants me to go just put up shots, well, work hard, or depending on how practice is, he gon' but yeah, if there's people there, we always gonna compete. We always compete there. You know, a lot of people see it on Instagram and social media. You know, us playing 1-on-1, playing teams. So he gonna make sure we always competing. I think that's why I feel like he's one of the best trainers in Houston because that's a different aspect. You put the moves we worked on, you can apply them at the workout, and then you compete. And it's like people in there ready, like people go in there and really go at it, like just because he's in front of you, that person. I've seen like from experience. I've seen people in there that I know that are better than that person. The person that's not better than them, not more athletic, 5-0 that person at 3 spots, and then that makes you come in the next day like where he at. I'm ready to play him again. Like, and I feel like that's the competitive edge. Me going there every day, like him putting me against older dudes, and you know, wanting to play them every day got me better.
Talk about Coach LeBlanc. Obviously, like I said, he's a legend in this city. A lot of stuff that he's done for his city.
Yeah.
Shout out Coach LeBlanc. Shout out his wife. Shout out Isaiah. Shout out all that whole entire family. But
Yeah.
just talk about what LeBlanc has done for you, not just the development on the court, but the development off the court.
Development on the court, man. I mean, it's just it hasn't even scratched because I'm playing a little out of position, but it hasn't even shown like I haven't even shown all the work we worked on, but them off the court is like nothing. I like that's like the second family, like for real. Like them coming to games, them letting me stay at the gym late to do homework, letting me come early to do homework, opening up the gym early to shoot before some games, letting me come to the gym just to take a nap before games on half days, like letting me stay there all day because it's too much gas to go back home or go back, and I just want to stay in Missouri City. So them just having that trust and being a second family for me is like really like insane. Like we met in such a short period of time, and I feel like a lot of stuff in Houston has like gave him the wrong perspective. Like Coach Mike is like really here to help everybody. Like
He sure is.
like for real.
That's my guy. I know he's one of the guys that always comes
Yeah.
and respects what I do. Like you've been doing it.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I appreciate him. One person that we haven't really kind of touched on. Touch on mom. Touch on at the end of the day when we see your dad, we see moms at the games too. Just talk about her.
Mom is like, mom don't really care too much about basketball. Like,
Yeah.
let's just say that mom,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
mom just started really caring about it. To be honest, she, I think my mom is like what made me like seeing her like really like the stuff she does for me and the stuff she does for my sister. How she break her back to do the stuff she does for us is just really insane. So, I didn't see my mom go to work sick some days, like wake up to like 2 a.m. doing reports, up to 3 a.m. doing reports, And I feel like that's just that grind that motivates me to wake up every day and go work out. And she don't, it's still sometimes where I don't want to do chores and stuff, but my grade, I'm gonna make sure I'm on top of my grades and all that. But she could care less about all the rankings and all the 25 and 0, all the mixtapes. But all she cares about is me going to school for basketball, but doing what I love, and that's what she cares about. Me going to school, really.
We know obviously you're uncommitted yet,
Hmm.
but when it comes that time, what are you kind of looking for at the next level in a college to kind of prepare you for that?
I'm not looking for no hands out, really. No handouts, really. I'm looking for a coach that's gonna be like on me first day I come in. I don't want nothing to be sugar coated because I want to go to a university that wants to win, that wants me to grow into be a better man, really. Like, because basketball can end any day, so it's what you get out of it and the connections you learn from basketball. And I mean, just being a better man and them being like father figures to me because you home away sometimes, so them just being there, being able to talk to you, but keeping that father love and hate relationship. Like you need to do this, like not really be on you, but you need like like what you need to do and like get on to you because I feel like that's how I've been coached my whole life. Coach Holt started that, he instilled that with us, and I feel like that's how I learned being hard on me and telling me like you need to get this done or there's no point for you to be here.
And we're going to transition a little bit back to Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
What is a successful season for you guys?
Successful season, like our coach said, like he don't really care about winning district. A successful season to him is getting to the region tournament, and the goal is this year, to to win it, to win state, to get there really is the main journey for me, like, cause just being there, like I said, like that is really one of the moments, like surreal moments, like where like if you grew up in Texas and you play basketball, like that's really a dream for every kid to get to state, and you don't know how small that moment is for some people just to, you know, just to be in that arena. So I feel like us going to state, winning it would be a perfect season.
I don't know because I haven't really looked at the banners. I don't know if Stafford has a legitimate. Do they have a state championship?
Yeah, we
in
have a
basketball?
state championship. I think it's been multiple state champions, but I think those are the 3As. I think we
No,
have one.
it don't
Yeah.
matter to me. A state championship still a state
Yeah,
championship.
but Coach Montana, I think his first state championship team, it was the COVID season.
It's 2020.
Yeah, the 2020,
Yeah.
and so, you know, he has that up in his office every day. So
And
it's
then,
something.
and then last year he went.
Yeah, us win. Yeah, we played Faith Family.
So I just have a question. If you guys per se win it, did you guys go down as the greatest Stafford team of all time?
Cause there's been some good guys that walked through
Yeah,
Stafford.
yeah,
Like,
especially recently.
no, recently for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I wouldn't. I don't know because to me I'm just still new to Stafford, and some of us still don't know about Stafford.
No, but it's like as much as you're new, if you guys are on pace to go undefeated
Hmm.
and win a state championship,
And no, if we go undefeated and we win state, I feel like we'll be the best team, like to come through Stafford. I feel like it, like, cause you ain't. I mean, like, what's better than going undefeated and then winning it all? Like, only team that I heard done that is probably Plano East. I think Duncanville did that like a long time ago. I mean, like the early 2000s or 90s. That's the only two teams I heard that's done is Duncanville and Plano East.
I said I know Yates did it.
Oh, Yates did it?
Yeah, Yates did it like 2010, 2011. I think they went undefeated
I was
2
in
years in a row.
Dallas at that time.
Yeah.
So-
So. Oh, you talking about recently?
Yeah. No, I just know Duncanville. I heard Duncanville did it because they did like a little tribute to them
Yeah, Plano
in
East.
state.
Okay, yeah, Plano East. Yeah, I forgot that in the field.
Plano East did it last year, and that was something crazy. Like I really do admit that. Then they played the team that they beat, so like twice. So that's being in a team twice is hard to do. So
What is it going to take for Stafford to win a state championship?
I mean, in all seriousness, us just staying locked in. Like, Coach Montana preached that we haven't done anything. Like we haven't hung no banner. We haven't won nothing. Like to be honest, and actually, we haven't done nothing. Like we haven't won the district championship yet. We won a couple tournaments. But we haven't done nothing. Like, and that just sits back into us. Like, yeah, we haven't done nothing. And then he keeps saying like, Coach Montana was like a realist. Like, y'all lost last year. Like, y'all made it, but y'all lost. Like, he don't care like that we went to state. Y'all lost. Like, we won the region tournament, and he'll be in all actually like that little plaque is cool, but what y'all want to do? He said, because at the end of the day, I'm not putting on the jersey. I'm here to help y'all become better men and get to the dreams y'all want to achieve. And he said, if y'all want to achieve state, I'm here to help y'all win state. I'm on board, and he feels like we are a state team. So I feel like that's going back to the mentality that he has.
What are you kind of? Obviously, now we kick off district play.
Mm-hmm.
We kick off district play. What are you kind of trying to accomplish for yourself in district and moving forward?
Accomplish, go undefeated in district. That's really what it is. I feel like if I mean, there's awards in district, but I'm not really focused on that
And that's the
Yeah.
question that I do have.
because I ain't gonna lie. There's some some good players. Like on my team, there's some good players on other teams that like Alvin Mosley. I give my shout out to him. Like what he did just last week against Elsick, 23 points and 19 rebounds for a guard. I feel like he's definitely gonna be in the top runner for district MVP. I feel like Damian Young on our team, he's definitely gonna be in probably in the top for district MVP.
And
Maxwell for
defensive player of the year.
probably defensive player of the year too. I feel like Maxwell Frails might be up there for
First team.
Nah, I feel like he might be up there for in district MVP because he came back, he's come back and progressed over the years. Demarion Ware, I feel like our guard might get defensive player of the year. Great defensive player. He's pushed me to get better at defense and pushed me on offense to get better. So,
But do you believe if you handle business, that award will say Skylar Holt at the end?
I mean, guess we just have to see after district, man. But I'm just focused on winning district, getting to playoffs. It's new. You know how it is, Division I, Division II. So, that new thing, I don't know how that is, but it just keeps you not focused on players. It just keeps you on focused on the game because, you don't know who you're going to play. You don't know who's going to be in your division because of how they have it now, class rankings and all that. So,
Is it pressure to go undefeated?
it's not, I'm going to be honest, it's not pressure because, I thought it was when we got to the 15-0 mark, it was like, okay, this might be pressure because, but at the same time, it's like, it's not pressure if you like doing it. Like, if you have fun playing basketball, it's not pressure because you're going to compete. Like, I'm going to be honest, it's not because it's like, I can't even explain. It's not really any pressure. It's pressure being said that you could go to state. Y'all going to go deep because it's like this year, like you said before we got on, like, your first round game might be one of your hardest games, and second, third round, fourth round, you might be chilling, and then fifth round, you might play a hard team, but it's that first game because you don't know who you're going to play against because of that. So
I know you don't really kind of pay attention to it, but I know it's encrypted in some people's mind. 25 and up, good feat. And I know in the end it doesn't really matter when I ask this question. Do you think UIL and TAPC gives you respect? Because if you said that 25 and up, you would think that's the number one team in the state of Florida.
I mean, just like last year, they had us ranked number, I think, 11, and they had us ranked 11. All the teams before us didn't even get to playoffs. So I feel like, rankings don't matter. If you good, go out and prove it because, it's like you said, it's different. It's different. Like, you can, in basketball, a 4A team could be the 6A team. A 6A team could be the 5A team. A 6A team could be a national prep team. Like, we seen it, there's been some 4A teams in Texas beating 6A teams, 5A teams beating some 6A teams. And
like I said, yeah, like the first game I came, y'all beat Taylor, A-Leaf
Yeah.
Taylor, and they were. I said they were a 6A team, man. You guys beat them convincingly.
yeah, but I feel like that's another thing, with Coach Montano too, and our team. Our mentality is we're not gonna stop playing today. That buzzer go off because we wanna keep playing. We wanna keep having fun. And it's been games where it's been like that where, we look up. We didn't even know we was up that much. There's been games like where we started off 15-0, and we're like, this game was supposed to, this game was supposed to be a close game. And so we watching film, and, we want to start off fast and with a quick jump.
I have a question,
hmm
and maybe you can answer it. It's not controversial because I love both of these teams. Skylar, you know me, Skylar. Listen, there is a team that's almost 5 minutes away from y'all. That they're the number one team in the state in 5A. Obviously, we know district play is already about to start. I just don't understand why wasn't there a matchup.
To me, I don't know why. Last year there was a matchup, and, I'm thinking coming in, they telling me, so we played another team, 10 minutes down the street. You already know. We played them a couple of years before, so I'm thinking we're going to play both of them teams. But, it just didn't work out in our favor this year. And, I wish both of them teams better luck because I have friends on both of them teams. But to compete against one of them teams, that would have been definitely fun because last year I remember them coming to our school playing, and I'm telling you, I think that game was packed. Like, that's up there with the Iowa Colony game.
Yeah.
That was one of the packed games. And it was a tournament game, too. For people to find out so quick about that game, it was like a rowdy game. Like, both sides yelling at each other. It was one of those games. Like, you want to be in one of those games. So, yeah.
obviously there's no game on Tuesday. Big game.
Big game.
Crawford.
Yeah. I'm excited.
This is a game that that you said like people been circling. You know Easy Corner will be there. You know Easy Corner will be there. Hey, this game's at Crawford though.
Yeah, at Crawford.
At Crawford. What times? Tell them time.
It's gonna be at Crawford at 7 p.m. You know, we ready to play.
Get your popcorn ready.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. I feel.
So just talk about it. What's your mentality going? And the thing is, Skylar, you're on the road. So just talk about going into that game.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I get nervous before every game because it's something that you love and something you don't want to do bad in. But going into this game, I'm nervous right now talking about this game because you don't want to mess up in front of people. You know, it's gonna be a lot of people here, like a lot of scouts at this game. You know, a lot of media coverage, so you don't want to mess up. But it's just like I said, play hard, play fast, and play smart. And then I feel like you just do that, the game will come to itself. But I can't wait for Tuesday to play.
Man, we're gonna not end it, but we're almost coming to a close. But there's quick hitters. Top 5 teammates that you ever played with.
Top 5 teammates I ever played with. Christian Jones, Rice Warriors.
Okay.
Can't forget about Jaden Holt. I played with a couple teams. I already picked 2 guards. I'm not even on this list. I can't even say my name. Davin Mercer. I feel like Davin Mercer is
Shout out Davin.
I feel like
Mr. Smooth.
Davin Mercer is one of the best guards in the city. Maybe in the state. I feel like in the state for real. Guard Davin game.
I always felt it was unfortunate for him this summer because he had the ankle injury. But
we both got ankle injuries, and and that was I feel like Davin, he's killing right now though. Port Arthur Memorial. Another guy. Teammates. I want to say freshman year, Cameron Newsom.
Shout out Cam.
My boy.
I have a story about Cam because
people don't know. People don't know how Cam's journey for real.
Seventh grade, he was on my Lake Olympia team. And when I tell you there was a game that I just straight up forgot to put him in. And hey Cam, that's on me.
I know I was there. I think it was the playoff game.
Yeah.
It was the playoff game where y'all played Quail Valley.
Was it Quail Valley?
I think because we played at Thornton.
Because I know we made it to the Final Four and we lost.
Yeah.
So I just I forgot to put him in. But just to see him from 7th grade, and then I didn't see him 8th grade because 8th grade was COVID. 8th grade was COVID. And then 9th grade, he went to Travis. I still remember my boy, Coach Blair, calling me. And he was like, Cameron Newsom is the truth. I said, Cameron who? Cameron Newsom. I said, yo, you lying. Started watching the videos. I was like, oh, he's like that. So, shout out Cameron Newsom.
Nah, for real. He killing right now at Travis. And that's my 4th. I'm going to go with, so any team?
Yeah.
Any team?
Somebody put the thumbs down. I don't even know who put that. I can't even
thumbs
see.
Down where?
Oh, I saw thumbs down on the live. I can't.
Down on what?
I don't know, but I just see it. And I just saw this. I was like, I can't even see who's on the live right now. That's crazy.
They put thumbs down. I'm gonna go with my big man, my brother Damian Young. I feel like one of the best bigs in Texas right now, maybe even in the country. 6'10", post moves, crazy athleticism, a big man that will run easy seeing it from himself.
Yeah.
Easy said he don't stop he's not gonna get tired. He run the floor very coordinated. I feel like that's a big every dream coach wants. So that's my top 5. And it's a story behind why I feel because all them dudes made me better.
Okay. If you're on a court, pick 4 guys you're running with.
Oh, 4 guys I'm running with?
In 2025.
In 2025? Shoot, the Stafford Spartans. I'm running with them. No, I'm running with
the 2025 class. Not because is Damian 2025?
Oh.
So that's what I'm just saying. Pick 4 players from 2025.
All right, Maxwell Frells, Demarion Ware, the two guards. Um, you know, me is a wing. I already got two guards, so I gotta go front court. Uh, man. Anyone in 2025.
Anyone in 2025 in the city?
What's his name? I like him from Seven Lakes. The big that played for JL3. I think he's like a big.
But he's
He like
2025?
I no, he's not 25.
That's Isaiah Santos, right?
All right.
Yeah, but
Yeah. All right. So, dang. I say Sebastian.
okay.
Sebastian. I seen Sebastian play hard, like very hard. Who else? I need another big. That's the only reason. I'm thinking about big. I'm thinking about bigs. Like, do we really have bigs in the city?
Except Nigel.
Oh, Nigel. Yeah, I run with Nigel.
Yeah.
I forgot about Nigel. Nah, that's the only big I could really think about
Yeah,
now.
me too. That's what I just said.
We don't have that many bigs.
Yeah, no.
It's just straight guards.
Music that you bumping before the game.
I bump anything before the game, but no, Gunna
Yeah.
definitely on there. J. Cole for sure.
Yes,
His
yes.
two new albums, J. Cole's for sure on
Yes.
there.
I'm laughing because all I can think about is in the van. They not like us. Every time he came
Oh,
by, remember
nah,
they
nah,
kept
yeah,
playing
they
it.
did.
Every
And
time
I'll be like,
Skylar-
sing it, because like that would be. Did you know they played it at one of the tournaments where? And I'm like, no, they played Turn This TV Off.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, it's just something about that beat. Oh yeah, I'll listen to Lil Kendrick, but that's not really before the game.
Yeah.
Before the game, Lil Tony,
Yeah.
Glock 40 Spaz, and oh, Guapo. Guapo, yeah, Guapo, Lil Tony, Glock 40, J. Cole, and Gunna. Those are my top five. It's always gonna get played. Oh, and one more. He don't get a lot of praise. Young Nudie.
Oh, okay.
Young Nudie.
Okay.
Young Nudie.
Okay. The other question, one of the few last questions I have. Why does Skylar Holt deserves to be in the running for Houston Player of the Year?
I mean, so far, I feel like my numbers are up there. I've been consistent. Like, my field goal percentages, and it's not that I pay attention to that. I'm not saying pay attention to that, but for now that I look at it, it's like, wow, like, the work has been proven off. And then I feel like we are 25-0. If we do get undefeated, I feel like I should be in that top run, you know. I feel like I should be in that top run. If you go to state, win it, or even just go to state and then lead your team to that far, you know, and average the points I'm average the rebounds I'm at, even the assist as a wing as I am, because I play down low a little. I feel like I should definitely be in like the running a little bit.
What would a state championship do for you?
I feel like a state championship, I would type off high school my dream since as a kid, you know. And I feel like going to state, like people don't know, like going to state, that's a big stage to play on. That's like, you know, colleges are there. So, you know, that's a big stage to play on right there. So, you know, I feel like that would be a dream once again to come true. Because last year, you know, I was the ball boy. I was bringing the balls on the court. You know, I got to shoot on the court when we had like practice and stuff. But that day when it came to suit up, I was ball boy, stand on the end of the bench, clap on my teammates. And so I feel like me being, that really was a humbling experience. So I feel like now it's time to go get it. Like, now it's time to get to state. And I feel like my teammates know, like, we can get there, and they finally believe, like, and we all got each other's back. So I feel like going to state would just be, like, the best high school thing ever.
And my last question, what is the message that you're just really trying to deliver to the city and the state?
To the city and the state, man, it's two. Class don't matter, man. 4A, 6A, 5A, 3A, 2A, 1A, you can play. Like, I feel like there's some guys that's in 4A right now that's not getting enough love. Like, 5A too, but, like, I know some dudes that's in 4A going crazy right now. Wheatley point guard, He's nice. No, not Stafford. Yates, Murph.
Yeah.
He going crazy. Um, Silsby guard played against him a few weeks ago. I feel like not enough guards get love. Like them guards right there, and then 5A. It's like it don't matter what class. I feel like people get into the class and division like 6A, 5A. Like no, you could. There's some teams out there that will really would beat some teams in 5A and 4A because that's what a lot of people like didn't realize when 4A was coming to play. And Faith Family was one of them teams last year. Like I feel like yeah, Marshall being a 5A team, like they beating, they almost. I heard they almost beat San Antonio Brennan.
I was
Like,
there. Yeah.
and that's crazy. Like that's the number one 5A team going against the number one 6A team, and I feel like that's the message, and I feel like another message is like, don't stop working. Like, your time will come when your time is like destined. If you believe in God, and if you put your word and you read your word and you work and you give it all to God, and you feel like you put in the work, your time will come. Like, my time hasn't even come yet either because I'm not at the point I want to be. It's just this is just like
The stepping stone.
a very big stepping stone. Like this year is, I'm having fun. So I feel like just put in the work and don't look at no school as like an understatement. Don't, because everybody's putting in work somewhere around you. It might not be the same work as you putting in, but just know someone put in
Appreciate it. Another episode of the Easy Corner booked and sealed. My guest, the wing from Stafford, the undefeated Stafford Spartans, Skylar Holt. Skylar, go ahead, throw out Instagram, throw out Twitter. You guys already know. Subscribe to the YouTube page. The Easy Corner episode will be dropping soon.
yes, sir. Instagram and Twitter the same. Skyrain, SKYREIGN1. That's my Instagram, Skyrain1. And yeah, that's the Twitter. That's the Instagram too.
Man, I appreciate that, dog,
Appreciate
man.
you for having me.
See y'all next time.
Appreciate you.